Welcome to Navigating the Customer Experience. Want to improve your organization's customer service? Looking for insider tips to knock your customer socks off? Then you're in the right place. Here's your host, Yanique Grant.
Welcome to Navigating the Customer Experience. Thank you so much. This is a very, very special episode for me. It's very near and dear to my heart. Approximately 1 year ago, I started this podcast, Navigating the Customer Experience. And 1 year later, we are over 5,000 downloads, listened to in over 70 countries worldwide with 46 episodes and counting. I'm so happy to know that this podcast has really done so well, that we have persons listening to us from all different parts of the world in 70 countries worldwide. I mean, that's just amazing. We focus primarily on customer experience, leadership, business development, how to win the customer, service recovery, social media, customer care. I mean, we've touched on so many topics in the last 12 months. It's just been a wonderful experience. And to know that I'm here today to proudly report to you that we're being listened to again in over 70 countries by over 5,000 people and counting is just a really proud moment for me. And I really wanted to express my deepest gratitude to all our listeners out there, and even those future listeners who will be hearing this episode when it's aired. Today, I'd like to focus on winning accounts versus winning relationships, which is so important in customer experience. Now, winning an account is a great accomplishment and is usually celebrated by the boss and the team, as this means more business and more money. Just as any other accomplishment achieved requires maintenance and consistency, so does maintaining a consistent relationship with that account holder. Every business works extremely hard to acquire new customers. In order to acquire the business, your first step would be probably to make an initial contact with the customer, either through email, telephone, or face-to-face. And then after that initial contact, you now have the customer's attention. And so they have the option to either purchase from you that service or product based on their own needs. And those of you that are listening to this podcast that happen to be past participants of workshops that I have facilitated, you would know that I always focus on emphasizing the importance of the customer's two most important needs: their emotional needs and their intellectual needs. I'm going to share two different scenarios with you just to kind of emphasize the point I'm trying to make as it relates to winning an account versus winning, building, just getting that customer, that business really committed to always doing business with you. Now, let's say you're a newly opened print supplies business and you are trying to get new customers. So you're going to call all of your prospects and tell them about your products and services and how competitive your prices are. You're going to advise them that you already have someone that supplies them. You are aware that they have someone that supplies them with toners and stationery for their office, but they're going to decline your offer. And this is going to be a back and forth experience for about 6 months. One day, you're going to do something a little extraordinary. You're going to show up at this prospect's business place with some sample products and a free giveaway. Now, because of your persistency and consistency, the client is going to actually give you the opportunity and purchase some supplies from you. They purchase supplies from you, but months have passed, and that same behavior that you would have demonstrated in terms of following up every month, every week to find out if they need to purchase anything from you, that really stops completely once you got them as a customer. So it's not about winning the sale, but it's about winning the relationship. Then in scenario 2, let's say you're an automotive company, and most automotive companies have sales representatives. So you're going to go to different events and you're going to prospect and try to get new customers, tell them about all the vehicles that you sell, the features and benefits of these vehicles. You're going to call the customer all the time and you're going to tell them about what the vehicle does and what the vehicle does not do based on their own preferences. Now, you're going to take it a step even further if the customer even shows an inkling of interest. You're going to contact the bank because you have a great relationship with the relationship manager at the bank. You're going to contact the insurance company and you're going to arrange for everything as it relates to the purchase of this motor vehicle for the customer. Over the next 6 months, you have basically courted this customer back and forth with consistent communication, and they've now purchased this motor vehicle from you. You call them a week after the delivery of their vehicle to check and see how everything is going. But then after that, there's no consistent follow-up in terms of maybe a quarterly call or biannual call. And then there was no handover to a service advisor to say, okay, even though my part of the business has been completed, I'm still keeping in contact with you through another associate who I'm going to hand you over to. This will be your service advisor. And in the lifetime of you doing business with our company and having our motor vehicle, this is who you would need to speak with on an ongoing basis should you have any challenges, any questions, any kind of follow-up conversation that needs to occur. So the point or the moral of the story is that it's not about winning the sale. Customers are not transactions, they're people with feelings and emotions. And so we really have to get the opportunity or use that opportunity that we get to know them and build strong relationships. So it's important to recognize that winning the customer's account is very important, but building strong relationships is much more important. Customers don't want to be treated as transactions. Instead, they would like to be treated as people. All customers want value-added service. Statistics have shown that people don't remember what you do, but they do remember how you make them feel. So let me ask you some questions. How do your customers feel after doing business with you? Are your customers your biggest fans? Do they speak highly of your company? Do your team members feel proud to work at your company? When they wear their branded shirts with your company logo and go in public areas, do they feel proud to represent your brand and company? If the answer to any of these questions is no, your company, specifically your leaders, need to look at why the team may feel this way and also why the customers feel this way. Because as we stated before, human beings usually remember how you make them feel. And so I'm going to leave you with a couple tips that I think will be of great use to you in building relationships. So tip number 1, give back to your existing and loyal customers even if you are a monopoly. Customers like to know they are saving money or they are getting value like a free item or service for a month, even coupons and a complimentary gift certificate. They should be rewarded for their loyalty and for their dedication to continue doing business with you. Tip number 2, use the information in your customer records such as birthdays, anniversaries, upgrades or specials in relation to previous purchases that a customer has made. This information is in your system, so don't just have the data sit there. Use it to your best advantage. Tip number 3, give your customers courtesy calls just to see how their business is doing, how they are doing, and also how their people are doing. This can be scheduled every 6 months. Tip number 4, do business with the companies that do business with you. We should all support each other, especially the people who support you. This will allow you to get to know your customers on another level as well. And tip number 5, be human. This last tip is quite simple, but if not applied, can damage your business. A company is not made up of equipment, machinery, products, but people are the ones responsible for how your employees feel and how your customers feel. Be connected in your words and actions. Be deliberate when working with your team and customers, and make sure that you show compassion in your interactions, because people won't show you how much they care until you show them how much you care. So again, I would like to extend my greatest and deepest gratitude to all of our listeners out there that have really supported this podcast over this year. We look forward to your continued support, and we ask you, if you find this podcast really interesting and of value, please don't hesitate to share it with a family member or a friend. If you want to connect with us even further, feel free to log on to Facebook and join our Facebook community at Navigating the Customer Experience Community, or you can follow us on Twitter at NavigatingCX. If you want to connect with us even further, we launched our very first online program in September of 2016, and it's called Mastering Experience and Increasing Your Revenue. It's a must-have course for all leaders and professionals that really want to improve on their customer experience. Some of the areas that we touch on are the correct characteristics of a leader, defining what customer experience is, complaint management. We have a customer retention value calculator. We look at the value of referrals and customer reviews, and so much more. It's about 10 modules in all, and you'll get great knowledge and insight from the actual modules in the program. So if you're really interested, we're going to have the link to the course in the notes of this episode. And we encourage you to just hop on over to our website, navigatingthecustomerexperience.com. And you can log on and definitely connect with the course or connect with us in any other way. Again, I want to extend my deepest gratitude for having you continue to support us on this wonderful podcast, Navigating the Customer Experience. Until we meet again, I'm your host, Yanique Grant. We really appreciate your support of this podcast. Are you ready to grow your business even more? Or improve your leadership skills? Or train your team members in the art of customer service? Give us a call at 305-848-0815 or visit our website at www.yaniquegrant.com. That's YANIQUEGRANT.com. Remember, 305-848-0815 or visit our website at yaniquegrant.com. Our new online course, Mastering Customer Experience and Increasing Your Revenue, is now available. The link for this will be on the show notes of each episode starting September 7, 2016. The first 2 modules are free, so hop on over, have a look, and take the steps to increase your revenue.
Thanks for listening. For more awesome resources to take your customer service game to another level, head over to navigatingthecustomerexperience.com. See you next time.